So, hello, madam. My name is Kiran Vartha and presented to Mansi, madam. My roll number MB23 with 101 and subject name analysis of financial statement and topic name financially planning. So, financial plannings. So, plannings of definition of financially plannings. So, financially planning means deciding at the advance how much to spend on what to spend according to the funds at your disposal. So, there are two aspects of financially plannings. So, first, first, how much the funds are required to finance your current and fixed assets and future expansion projects, and second, from where will these funds come. So this is a financially plannings taken into consideration the growth, performance, investments and the requirement of funds from the business for a given period of the time. So objective of financially planning to so first point of objective planning financially, so to supply adequate funds and ensure optimum utilization of resources, and second point, to minimize cost of raising funds, and third point, to protect the owners against loss of control of the business, and next point, to provide flexibility in the financial structure, and last point, to keep financial planning simple and consistent with the other objective. So this is the objective of financial planning. So importance of the financial plannings. So let's see that. So first, it is a integrates the different function or departments, and next it is help of the eliminate waste and ensure maximum profitables, and next it is ensure adequate supply of the funds, and next it is reduces uncertainty about the availabilities of funds, and next it is a attempt to achieve and balance between the inflow and the outflow of funds, and next it is a surveys of the basis of financial control, and it is a help next it is a help reduce the cost of financing. It is a enables to optimum utilization of financial resources, and last of it is enables to communicate the goal of the top management properly. So next, financial planning's main aspect of financially planning. So first of all, first capital capitalization, second capital structure, and next management of capital. So first see that. So capital structures. So capital structure is the proper proper proportions of the debit and equity used of financing the operation of the business. And second, there are two types of long-term funds: ownership fund shares, and provide funds long-term loans. So, and last, capital structure refers to the mix or compositions of the long-term structure of funds, such as a debentures, long-term debt, performance shares, capitals, equity shares, capitals, and reserve and surplus. So this is the capital structures. So next point, features of capital structure. So this is a future capital structure. This is one point. First point, maximum returns. The capital structure must given maximum returns of its shareholders, and second, minimum risks. The optimum capital structures sold minimize cost and maximize returns, and next, flexibility. So the capital structure should be flexible to make change according to changing conditions of the business, and next, control. The capital structure should not involve the loss of control of the shareholder, and last, solvency. the capital structure should ensure solvency to the business. So this is a future of capital structure. And next, capital gearings. So this is point of capital gearings. The capital gearings is the ratio of equity share capital to the total capitalizations. So second capital gearings point. So when the proportions of equity to total capitalization is a very small, the company said to be high geared. So third, when the proportions of equity totals capitalization is more, the company said to be the low geared. So this is the capital gearings. So company A and company P. So this is a format of capital gearings. So equity share capitals and debitors total capitalization and capital share gearings, equity share capital divided by total capitalization into 100. So this is a percentage high geared and low geared. So this is a format of capital geared. So next, cost of capital. Next point, cost of capital. Cost of capital means the minimum return expected by the supplier of capital. Debit capital is a cheaper source of financial in the terms of the cost of capital because the supplier expect less return. And next point, nature of size of the firm. So let's so large scale business depends on the debit capital, whereas the small firms may have to dependence on equity capitals. And next, control. So capital shareholder have a complete control over the affairs of the company. If the company prefer things control over the company, it is included more debit and proper preference shares capital in the capital structure. If it is increases the number of the equity shares, the control will be diluted. And flexibility. So flexibility, the capital structure should be flexibility enough to raise additional funds without into delay and cost. So next, capital market condition. The condition of the capital market determines the kinds of the share of the insured. And next point, flotation cost. So flotation cost, the issue of the share debentures may involve with the flotation cost like advertisements, printing, statutory fees, so etc. So next point, legal forms of works. So the structure of capital of a company also depends on legal formalities, banking regulation act, CBI and guideline, etc. So next point, capitalization. So capitalization is the base. Capital is the basis of the financial decision, and the terms capitalization has been derived from it. So first point, capital means the total funds invest in the business and include owner funds, loans and other reserves which are represented by the assets. And next point, capitalization is the valuation of the capital and will include the owner's funds, provide the funds, loans reserve and any surplus earnings. So this is the capitalization and three possible situation of the capitalization. So fair capitalization, over capitalization and under capitalization. So this is the most important of three possible structural capitalization. Now next, fixed capital. Fixed capital. So fixed capital is that portion of the capital which is invested in a fixed assets or a long-term assets. So next point, it is also called as a block capitals, example land and building, goodwill, etc. And third point, the money invested in the fixed capital is a blocked and not available for day-to-day operations. And And fourth point, uh, these are invested for a long term on paramount basis on increase the earning capacity of the business. And next, management of the fixed capital. So refers to a procurement and allocation of firm's capital on the different asset for a longer period. So this is next. This is a decision on our calling investment and decision or capital budgeting. And next point, factor of determine fixed capital. So factors of determine fixed and capital. So natural of business. The natural and type of the activities determine and value of fixed capital requirement. And next, model and acquisition of fixed assets. If the assets are the purchases on installment or rent, less fixed capital is the required. If it is the purchases of the cash basis, more fixed capital is the required. So next, size and scale of the business. If the size of the business is large, it will require large amount of the fixed capital. So next point, factors of determine fixed capital. So production process, the techniques of the production process determine the requirement of working capital. Managing production process involve larger fixed capital than labor intensive processes. Type of manufacturing process. Next, type of manufacturing processes. So assembly and the service industries require fixed capital, but processing industries require large fixed capital. And third type of product. So companies product production consumer articles require smaller amount of the fixed capital than this those companies which produce vehicle, machine, and etc. So next point, working capital management. So payment due and payment received. Definition: working capital. Working capital refers to the part of the firm's capital which is required for a financially short term or the current asset. So cash, current asset, and debitor, market marketable structure, cash and debitors, and inventors. So this is a PowerPoint. So next, working capital management and introduction. Concerned with the management of current asset, section short term decision are takings, and next movie around day to day operations. And 4 point, unlike fixed asset, time plays and minor roles. And 5 point, unlike fixed asset, greater and flexibilities. And last point, risk return and trade off. Type of working capitals. So working capitals of basic of the concept and basic of the times. So gross basic of the concept, gross working capital and net working capitals, and basic of the times, parameters of fixed VC and temporary table VC. So this is the working capitals. So working capital concept, net working capital, so equal to current asset minus current liabilities. This is maybe defined as the excess of the current asset over current liabilities. Gross working capitals, the sum of the investment's current asset. Example, cash, inventories, account receivable, and the prepaid expenses. So next, component of working capital. The working capital cycle is made up of the 4 pure components. So first, cash and cash equivalents, and second, creditor and accounts payable, and third, inventory, stock in hand, and debitor, fourth, debitor account, and receivables. So working capital cycles: cash, creditor, inventory, and debitors. So this is the 4 points. Factor determining working capitals: nature of business and creditor policy. So nature of business, market and demand condition, and second, technology and manufacturing policy. So creditor policy available of the creditor from supplier and operating efficiency. So price level charges. So factor affecting working and capital requirement. So this is the point of factors on affecting working and capital requirement. So nature of business, size of business, production policy, operation efficiency, creditor policy, dividend policy, growth and expansion, and abnormal facts, sticklines and lockout influence, and etc. So this is a financial planning. So thank you ma'am, and this is opportunity for me. So thank you.